Hey Chicago golfers, I am here at beautiful Diversity driving range. It's one of the first nice days of the year. I'm wearing shorts, so it's good to be out here. This is a great place when it's not too busy. So it's 7 a.m. right now. Place just opened up and we're gonna get a little practice in. Basically, I wanna just make a video for you and give you a little bit of guidance when you come out here and practice. All right, so first thing I did was set up a practice station. I took these two orange sticks and I made a gate, and I pointed this gate, right at the red flag. Now, when you're first doing this, I'd recommend going a little bit wider than the club. And our goal right here is to be able to make some swings where we're brushing the grass through the gate. We want to avoid being too much into out or over the top. It'll give us good feedback. The other stick, this pink one that I have right here, this one is for ball position. And we're setting up for standard iron. I want your head right behind this pink stick. So we don't want to be out in front of it. It'll be just behind it. And I would even have you start the day with just little swings, just brushing the grass and going through the stick. Just little pitch shots. I'm gonna hit a couple for you. Now we know if you are able to swing through these sticks, that your path is pretty good. You're not severely one way or the other, over the top or into out. So then, if the golf ball is not going towards your target, it's the club face's fault. We got to control the club face a little bit better. So watch this one. This first one, I'm going to come through the gate, but you're going to see my hands turn over really fast. The ball's going to go left. So here's the first one. All right. Too much hand action right there. Hard left. Then we have the other side. Usually the players that are really tense, squeeze the club really tight in their left hand. They hold on to it. Still going through the gate. And then you're seeing it go off to the right. So I'd like you to be able to get some club face control with a shorter club, like a 9 or an 8 iron. And I'd like you to be able to get some club face control, with this smaller swing. And I know that if you're controlling the club face, you could typically hold a finish like that. So when you're coming through, we could hold it. So we're not going to have a lot of flip. We're not going to have too much hold. We're essentially pointing the club more or less towards the target. So this is a really good way to start your day. Alignment feels good. The other thing with the practice station, I'm training my eyes. I know that I'm square, but when I look, there's certain days I know I'm square, but honestly, to right now, this feels like I'm aimed a little bit right. I'll come back here and check. All right. No, it's good. So I'm training my eyes right now. What feels straight to me, or what is straight, currently feels a little bit to the right. So make your practice station. Start with a shorter club, get it through the gates, then start to control the club face. Another idea that would be helpful for you when you come to the range and practice, you just want to stick to 1 or 2 concepts at a time. A lot of instances you'll have a lesson, they'll have a diagnosis, and then hopefully they give you 1 to 2 things to work on, a couple checkpoints, a couple drills. Personally, I am making sure my club face doesn't get too open in the downswing, and that would send balls to the right, or I kind of have to flip and make it go left. And then the other thing that I'm working on, I'm making sure that my hips turn through the shot rather than kind of slide. Those are my habits that I've had since I was a kid. And so when I'm practicing, Before each shot, I like to rehearse the feel that I want. More of this feel in here, not this one here. So I'm rehearsing the square club face. Feel there. And then feeling it with the left pocket get out of the way. Then we're starting to piece them together. We'll see where the shot goes. I'm recording my swing, so after I hit about 10 balls, I'm going to go back and just see what it looks like, because there's always a difference between feel and real. So I'm going to hit another shot here. I'm actually going to walk into this one. I know my alignment's good. I know my pre-swing fundamentals are good because I'm in my practice station. A little rehearsal of the feeling that I'm going for. Square, open, open. See how we do. So the shot turned out good. We're gonna check it on video, but when you practice the range, just keep it to 1 to 2 things at a time. Feel what you're trying to do before you hit it, then hit it. You'll go through the range balls much slower and more purposeful. Let's talk about which golf clubs to use when you come to the driving range. I'd recommend starting off with a shorter club, like a pitching wedge, and then we could go every other club all the way up to the driver. So we could go pitching wedge, 8-iron, 6-iron, 4-iron, maybe a hybrid or a 3-wood in a driver. Some players even like to do odd number clubs on odd number days. Today's May 10th, it's an even number day, so I'm doing even numbers. And really the reason for it is you want to experience some success with a shorter club at a slower speed, and then really just work your way up. If your 6-iron is slicing way off to the right, your driver probably is too, except more, so get some success with the shorter clubs. Personally, I really want to hit driver, but I'm being patient. I'm just kind of going through the progression and getting some success here. I have a 6-iron. And if I could start to hit these nice and solid and they feel good, gives me confidence I'm going to be able to do it with the driver. A couple final tips for you. The tees are very tall here at Diversey. At least they have tees. But what I would recommend is purchasing some of these different rubber tees, so that way you could find a tee height that fits the size of your driver and your swing. I know I get a lot of golfers that come down with their driver and they would really pop the ball up off of tees this tall. So a little insider knowledge, bring your own tees. And then finally, once you've worked your way up through the bag, it's time to take the practice station away. I'm kind of done with technique for the day. I put in about half a bucket of technique, and now it's time to get creative. It's time to play a hole. So sticks are gone, and then now I'm gonna play a hole in my mind. So I'm gonna pick a target. I'm gonna start to switch targets now. Okay, I was going at that yellow flag. Now I'm gonna go right towards these trees over here on the right. So when you go into play mode, I want you to really pretend you're out on the golf course and go through your pre-shot routine. So I'm locked in on my target. Little rehearsal feel. Damn it. That one went left. So I'm gonna go to my next shot. Pretend I'm under a tree, picking a different target. This time I'm gonna go between the red and the yellow. All right. Gonna see if I can play a little punch shot. That one felt pretty good. I've left myself just a little wedge into this green. This time, picking this green flag. All right, let's play another hole. Back to driver, different target. Need another chance with this guy. Let's do yellow flag. Much better drive. Then let's mix it up. Let's go to this red flag, which I know is an approach wedge for me. It's about 100 yards. Going through the routines. You right, baby? All right, some better shots there. So it's really important to go from technique training to play mode. Play mode's much faster. I mean, you could take your time, go through the routine, but you gotta go. You gotta pull the trigger. So, and this is true when you're really playing golf. You're learning these good concepts, but see if you could take it into a simple rehearsal. Feelings already inside of me. I'm stepping up, I'm looking at my target, I'm committing and going. If you don't go into play mode here on the driving range, you're training your brain and your mind to always be in technique mode, always working on the swing. And that's the mindset you're gonna take out to the golf course. And when you're playing golf, you wanna be target oriented, you wanna be an athlete. You do not wanna be, working and changing your swing. That's what this is for. If you are finding that once you go into play mode, you're starting to lose it a little bit, bring back the sticks in your practice station. But hopefully these tips help guide you when you come out here and practice. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Thanks.